Back for more.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
Nice glasses. I should have put mine on too. Oh, I think he'll be alright. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed X instead of
Really?
left.
Wow. See? I knew it'd work out. That's our stock.
I just bullied him into doing what I wanted.
No, I just beat the crap out of him until he said okay.
Who's counting?
It took his lunch money too.
Yeah, all the elements are in place. Well then.
Well then.
Say, I think that's a fun.
Are you all right?
I guess.
Oh, Stock beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I guess.
Let me have a quick look. Could you raise your left arm for me?
Like this?
So embarrassing.
How did a gauntlet suddenly start working again?
I don't know exactly how either. In theory, it was
Magic.
never fully broken. It may be that part of the reason to stop fighting.
What?
So I went and got that core for nothing.
Maybe right.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you noticed in the battle screen when you were fighting Despair Rosh, his the gauntlet was on the right side.
You seem nervous.
Totally
I
was.
think I have some idea why.
Weird.
Are you thinking about plunging yourself back into the fray?
Wonder if it's just oversight by
That
accident.
about sums it up.
Yeah.
It's like Stock just said.
They just mirrored the sprite because he was on the other side of the screen.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
For their sake, I can't give it up quite yet.
Maybe you already knew. But I didn't want Stock or you to fight anymore. However, he won't listen. And you seem to be pretty firm on this too. So if I can't stop you two, then I'll do everything I can to support you.
Aww.
Sonya.
Just please come back safe.
Just
That's
don't
my
die,
condition.
idiot.
For like the third time.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Don't let Stock kill you again.
Washy Ann.
Dude, that's very non-committal, Rosh.
Yeah.
Little injury? I hate to break it to you, but
Do it, even if it's impossible. Though I don't think you have the tools for that right now. I'm going to install the new core parts, so please hold still for a little while.
By the way, Rosh, we need to save Princess Erica.
There we go.
hey, was Stock the one who brought these core parts?
Wonder how he got them.
I don't know where he got them though. One time not long ago when he brought a gauntlet to me, but... Anyway,
But I didn't question him.
not to disappoint...
Anyway. Just gonna
I
gloss
decided
over
not to
that.
question him.
You wouldn't know it to look at him, but he's really concerned about his comrades' well-being.
Yeah, he sure is.
I'm gonna follow his example and fight for the sake of Keel and the rest.
Good. Oh, by the way, I made a few adjustments to those core parts. I think you'll like them.
Now that you mention it, it does feel
I am more
than
powerful.
before. This arm of mine keeps getting less human.
Burn strike.
Oh.
Of course it is. My brother made it after all.
Oh yeah, I forgot her brother was
Don't
in the army.
forget, no matter how much the gauntlet is enhanced, you're still a human being with a good
Oh
eye.
man, I just realized.
It's
Varese
the-
is gonna be mad when he looks at your event history.
Who is?
Varese.
What?
Oh, his name's not on it at all, but
Oh.
Yeah, I understand.
You've returned, Stock.
What's up, girl?
You had to traverse many and varied timelines. It must have been quite tiring.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna let the decertification happen. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
In harmony, give Rosh the
I
chance.
taught that guy how to make conuts, so I'm good.
Yeah.
How you
He's gonna
travel
make the
across
desert
time
fine,
is
it's
what
okay.
controls your fate. Let us now add a new
Oh, a new
chapter to the
chapter.
white.
The Vault Guard has something to tell you about the Vault of Time.
Oh,
Well, this sounds like a perfect time to maybe grind
Just
a little.
check it out. Yeah. Wonder if that means you can get to that next area.
Heading to the.
Yes.
You can now buy more items. Congratulations. There, what do you have? Art of Stone for Gafka and for Erica. Nothing else. Nope. Yep. Lowers magic defense, Oh. Okay. Some weapons. Another sword for Stock with a ton of magic. Holy cow.
Wow. And it's like, I mean, -1 to attack. That's
Ooh,
nothing.
I need to get these, I guess, because this is a lot for her too.
Oh yeah.
Claw for Gafka. Yep. And for you. And for you. Alright, I
This'll
guess
be
I'm gonna
good.
do a little grinding.
We could do this for a little while and just kind of shoot the breeze.
3 armors I need to buy 4 of these. 1 of these. 1 of these. What? Definitely one of those. Holy cow. Oh, increases thunder, ice, and fire. So you can put them on for extra damage, it looks like.
So
In
help
those,
get them up to level too. Some of those guys.
Yeah. So, cool. Alright, so this is kind of nice because I don't remember if I gain experience here at all, but it seems nice because I can use, like, this party for now, and then I can always swap people out, it looks like.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Good. Left. And then you can pull them forward. Then you can hit them with thrust.
Here goes.
Easy.
Put to sleep by the shrooms.
Yeah. Oh crap, did it just take away my thing again? Yeah, I forget they take away my mana burst thing.
Well, actually did a lot of damage.
Hip hip hooray!
No, you do get experience.
Alright, well I'll hang out for here for a little bit, I guess. Let's go up to the 2nd floor since we're a little stronger this time around.
Yeah, these guys should be
Maybe not easy, but definitely not hard.
right. They won't present the same challenge they did before, that's for sure.
Yeah. I guess you can just push them in a pile. Yeah, and then you can thunder them. Actually, let's throw them up in the air. Then thunder sounds good.
Lightning and the thunder.
Easy.
Oh yeah. Super easy. this
Fire. I
time.
wonder if that's like super fire.
They're here. Let's do
Oh,
this.
preemptive attack too? Ooh. Pretty much asking to die.
Right.
Alright, so push. right.
So if
They're
you
on the
followed
same
any,
spot.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
They're good.
I was wondering, have you followed on the Discord? Have you followed any of the discussion about those MOBA games?
Yeah, I used to play. I used to play Dota in Warcraft 3 a lot. Like,
was that
a
how
lot.
that started?
Yeah.
Oh. Dota, I don't know. Like I've now, well, I say I've tried all three. I have installed all three. I've tried Dota 2, which is fun, and Heroes of the Swarm, or Heroes of the Storm rather, which is also fun. And then most recently League of Legends, but I haven't, that one I've installed and done tutorials and have not actually had time to play. But I mean, so far they're all like the gameplay themselves is been loads of fun, but like it's like impossible to be a new player. You know what I mean? People
My
are
big one I
so
played
hateful.
honestly recently is I played a mobile one honestly for a little while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
like,
called Arena of Valor, I think.
oh, okay.
But I haven't played that. I deleted that and haven't played it in a long time.
Okay. Well, I started that that Pokemon Unite came out, and I put it on our Switch for, because my stepson's super into Pokemon now, so I was like, oh, here's a new Pokemon game, and then like I played it a little bit, was like, oh, this like it just really, like, I was always too intimidated to try them before.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then once I played it, I was like, I could be good at this. Like,
Yeah. Well, I heard that one's super pay to win though.
is it really? I really haven't played it that much.
Well, I heard that you can like buy stuff that like buffs your team and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa, Rosh is only level 16.
Yeah, we haven't used him in a long time.
I didn't think he was that low though.
Yeah, one of my
Cool.
I actually wasn't even going to try League of Legends, honestly. But buddy of mine from work actually was like, he's like super into it. Like, he hasn't played a lot because he has even less time to do it than I do.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like me with Starcraft, where like I watch lots and lots of Starcraft streamers, and like I follow the major tournaments, as best I can. But like, that's what he does with the League of Legends. And
Watching
like,
those top tier players is kind of intimidating, just being like, whew.
oh, it's
So
insane.
the big thing with all those games, I feel like, is just being able to just multitask
I can
pretty
heal
much.
you.
Yeah, which I'm not that bad at. Like, the thing about StarCraft, like, the reason I'll never be good at StarCraft is because I learned to play the wrong way, essentially. Like, I play with mostly by clicking what I need to click instead of using hotkeys.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't be competitive unless you learn the hotkeys. Like, it's simple as that. And even then, you have to practice hours and hours a day, and I don't have it, and that's not why I play games. I play to have fun, and it's just not fun. Like, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but it's just impossible for me to play it, because even at my
For sure.
my super low league that I play in, like I just get creamed. I get creamed constantly. If I win, I get lucky. Like,
Yeah.
so. But anyway, it's one of those things I'll kind of load up every now and then, and I'll just play against a computer if I have the StarCraft itch. But like, I have the itch to play something competitively online, and there's Mech Warrior for that, and that's nice. And I still enjoy the crap out of that, but I'm looking for something a little bit different. So I've been trying those lately, but I don't know. That's if you're ever interested, you ever want to, especially if you have experience with MOBAs, man, I could use the help for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're
We
tough
should finish
in my
quick.
opinion. Like being good at them, I should say. I guess.
Well, yeah, and I feel like that's something that like it'll be a lot easier for me to actually be competitive with that style of game than say like a Starcraft or something like that. But like
Yeah.
it's a daunting thing because like there's a lot of toxicity with those communities, you know.
Yeah, they're all pretty. Those ones, I feel like those games are pretty toxic. Like, if you're not in their crew, kinda.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, everybody really forgets what, you know, when they were a new player. Like, and I wonder
Yeah,
if,
for sure.
you know, they remember when
Even
people
like Call
were...
of Duty's game, it's like I feel like they forget what it's like to be a new player, even in those type games.
Oh, yeah. You know, like, everyone's got to start somewhere, everyone's got to learn, and, like, the filth that is spewed, like, I shared this on Discord, but, like, I've never had somebody scream at me to delete my account. Like,
Yeah, I
thinking,
mean,
like,
yeah,
dude,
for sure.
you're in the new player zone. Why are you complaining? Go play the ranked if you're that upset about it, you know? Like, why are you playing in quick play if you're gonna be like whiny about new people?
Yeah.
We should finish this quick.
But
No, I agree.
yeah, it's one of those things. I'm trying to like just gauge some interest because you know, everything is better with friends, you know. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I would feel a lot better about, like, especially with something like, I haven't tried League of Legends yet because like Heroes of the Storm like really, I don't know, like I've got a pretty thick skin, but it got to me, man. That toxicity did get to me, and I just don't want to deal with it.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely like it's for sure like not appealing to certain like you said, like even it's crazy how serious they take some of that stuff.
Well, and that's just it. Like, it's just not a game to these guys, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it might not be. You might be playing with someone that literally it's their job. So, but like you said, they shouldn't be in the.
Yeah, they shouldn't be in the new player area. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, it's also, you're not going to gain anything either by. I mean, these people spend a lot of time typing in their toxicity rather than just saying, "Hey, why don't you go here and do this?" You know.
Yep.
Like, we might win if you go do this, you know, not like, oh, delete your account,
Not like your mom hates you. You were never loved as a child. Like all this terrible stuff that those kids say when they play
you're
this
all
game.
trash, you know, like.
Yeah.
That's just it kind of boggles my mind, you know.
Right, I got 1231. Sorry, I was just.
No, you're good.
Alright, let's
I
take
figured.
Marco. Let's put Rosh in for Marco.
Yeah, he needs to go
put
up.
Gafka in actually.
Oh, there you go. The Bruisers.
Yeah, we'll make this a big old strength team.
Leave it to me. What's its weakness?
Yeah, it's definitely weird watching. I don't watch any of that stuff, but just like you're saying, like the whole concept of all of it just is weird to me. Like how serious that some of those people are.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, a lot of it's definitely our age. Like, we both have more important things to worry about and know what real problems are. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And I hate to say that. It sounds like I'm calling out those guys, but you know what? I kind of am. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean.
There are. If you're gonna focus that anger, like, do it in a way that is worth something. You know, like it's just not worth. Like insulting, like threatening death, and you know, and all. And the funny thing is like, you know, they say things to me over the internet that they wouldn't dare say to my face. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they got internet muscles.
Yeah, gotta love those internet muscles. But yeah, so like, I don't know. That was like the. I figured we might need some banter for this section. That was the best I could come up with.
Too slow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue talking about that stuff. It's just, it's just crazy how, like you said, just how toxic they are. Like, I couldn't even imagine saying some of the stuff that they say, and like, you know, we had that experience last year, and just like locally, with just like some of the kids that were playing, like with our kids, who were like, I was like, well, before you leave, like, help clean up, and they just kind of looked at me and gave me a look like, why am I helping clean? And like, the way they said stuff was just like, no, I have to go. And it's like, I couldn't imagine
I can help too.
talking to an adult and just being like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's that
like,
kind of
when I was a kid and an adult told me something, I was like, okay.
right. Yeah, especially if I was like at their house.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was always, I don't know, I was raised that way. I was raised to just show respect when respect, you know, and I'm a very firm believer in respect is earned, never given.
Yeah.
But, I mean, really, the reality is that, like, you really have to breach my respect for me to, like, to not give it, you know?
Here you go.
Agreed.
I come.
Like, there's a certain level of respect that just humans in general should be granted until they prove that they're not worth it. But
Stick to me.
I hear you.
there's very few people like that. Because even like even just in my job, like there was, you know, when I worked at my previous job and I had to deal with difficult patients on the regs. I treated like that. I had patients physically assault me, and I would still treat them with respect. And then they would, you know, they would turn. You know, like I didn't do the thing like where you're just like, oh, you're dead to me. I'm not dealing with you. You know.
Like my mom always said, kill them with kindness.
Yep. It's a solid.
And-
Yeah. A very solid viewpoint for sure, like, and that's something that has worked for me, especially like as I transitioned from my previous job more into like nursing, where I was taught the skills to do that in a constructive manner, and you know, like just being able to control my own reactions much better and more constructively as well. Like I'm much better able to like deal with those situations and, you know, come to a resolution that's healthy for everybody, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously you have those people that sometimes just cannot be reasoned with, so...
Yeah,
but,
there definitely are those people in this world, sadly, still.
Yeah, but when you get right down to it, they're pretty few and far between. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
At least in my encounters, you know. So like, at a certain point, there is a common ground for everybody.
Yeah. Alright, let's go see what we can buy with 1621. I don't want to be down here forever.
Right, right.
But I feel like I have to with how much stuff he had.
I know, it's all very expensive. You can get like 2 things with what you have now.
I feel like I need to buy armor though, right?
Yeah, I would prioritize that, and then maybe we can grab a weapon or 2.
That's huge. That's a lot of magic defense.
Yeah.
Alright, let's put that on you.
And then Rainy had 1 that she could get, right?
Yeah, they all did, all 3 of these nerds. Oh, they're 800 each. Holy cow, I didn't think they were
Yeah.
that much. Yikes. Alright, let's go get 200 more to get another 600 armor. And then I can go back, heal, and come back.
Hmm.
This rolling.
Let's actually use our mana burst. Let's use this phantom thing that hits everything 5 times and see what it looks like. Oops.
Well, on this floor it should be...
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That last one did some damage.
What's up, Dito? How's it going, bud?
Hi, Dad.
Alright, what did I need? 600? Is that what I said?
For the armor, yeah.
Yeah. He is our
Which
clan
is this
member
quick?
in my mobile game I play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We
Is
kill
it still
stuff.
the same one, or do you switch? Like, do you go through phases where you do
Nah.
one for a while and then?
I usually try to stick with just one. They're too expensive to not. If you spend money in them, they're just expensive games. So.
Right.
That and like we put a decent amount of time in them, so yeah, we're on Team Hydra from like Marvel stuff.
Okay. Well, welcome, Dito. Good to see you.
So these guys seem like they only take damage from magic, really. So
Yeah.
that's probably enough. Yeah,
Sure.
every so often we do dad streams, and me and my buddy we play JRPG. Usually, well, lately it's been just one of us, and the other one kind of helps commentate and stuff. And then our next game we're gonna play is gonna be co-op though, which will be definitely different for us.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute since I played a co-op game.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, obviously, like on my stream, I do the Friday night murder stream with Azak Minar, where we play Outriders. But you know, that's actually we're getting pretty close to the end of that game, so we're gonna have to
I
start
need
thinking about what we're gonna do
2,400
after.
to buy these. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
No, you're
So
fine.
I don't have to buy one for Rainy and Marco. It's only +2 defense, but it's +5 of magic defense for stock, and +7 for Rosh. So I should probably buy those two at least.
I feel like it's worth it.
You're back.
I don't really want
Shall we?
to, but
Well, if we do it now, we won't have to do it later.
I know. Oh crap! I forgot. Oh, this is fine. Bad news. Alternate history.
Oh, what
So
happened?
Dito, if you've never played this game before, it's a time traveling game with parallel timelines. It's a JRPG, so
Selvon, Diaz, what brings you here?
We
But yeah. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't talk during the plot.
what'd you say?
I was about to start bantering again about. I was going to finish my previous thought, but that was when there was not important things happening.
and final request.
Sorry.
No, no.
Is it?
I humbly beseech you to save Granorg. We have lost the battle in the Grand Plain, and the Alistil army draws near.
Dude, I would love a Radiant
If they
Historia
continue,
collab with
Granorg will be razed.
War of the Visions.
We desire else to save at least the citizenry from the army's wrath.
I bear no love for the churls. But if this request comes from you two, I shall entertain it. But I am neither strategist nor warrior. How would you have me save this kingdom?
Well, you're the queen.
We're so lacking.
Excuse me?
Ouch.
Now.
What are you doing? Cease this insolence!
Okay, this is totally different than this timeline.
Stop, I say!
Right. Well, is this the middle path, or the one?
No,
Yes.
this is when we're in the army path.
You needn't live.
Wow.
Lives will be able to ahead. Take her away.
I have a feeling you would have eventually told us to do something crazy like burn the city down.
Yeah.
This can't be! No!
I like they actually make her like look and sound terrified, which is kind of nice.
Right. Like she had no concept that that could happen.
Yeah. So we got the people learning to fight, defend their village. Like I know I've said it, and I feel like I say it like
all of you
once
as
a
well.
stream, and I've said it already
I'm
once
so
a stream.
sorry.
It's so bizarre that this game is a handheld game.
The world's in
It really doesn't feel like it. It feels so much bigger than a handheld game.
Yeah, like a DS game. Like, it's crazy to me that this was the original DS game.
Hey,
I
anyone
mean, this
would have
version's
done
a
the
3DS
same.
game, which I guess makes it a little different, but not much still.
Mm.
Came back to us. There's no need to apologize.
Lieutenant General, thank you.
Also, I think I'll usually say this one's a stream too, but I can't believe the 180 I pulled on Raul.
Yeah, you're all like, "Hey, look at him, he just looks like a bad guy."
Yeah, I didn't trust him at all, but he's like,
On your feet.
I'm inspired by Raul now.
Dreams, I'd
All right. Hasn't this gone on long enough?
Have you ever played it before, Dita?
Seconded. Stop.
Oh, the artwork is great. Absolutely, we talk about that a lot too.
Yeah, the artwork is really good. It's a really good game. So, if you like time travel, it's pretty much like, I'll show you
Let's
like
just call it even.
the one section. Pretty much you reach a point and you can time travel. And then
What's
you
the
reach a
matter,
point
Radio?
where you can go, it says alternate history or standard history. One history you are in the army, and the other history you are in the special operations, like as a spy. When they run parallel with, depending on which one you went into, on stuff that happens. But stuff you do in one timeline kind of affects the other timeline. So like, you know, you might save a guy in one timeline, and the other timeline he'll be there to help you, and stuff like that. It's kind of forced at certain points, like you have to do something in the timeline before you can go to the other one, which I think I kind of hated it the first time I played through, but playing through the second time, like, it doesn't feel bad like it's forcing us to jump timelines. Do you agree with that?
Well, it doesn't seem it seems like a natural progression, honestly. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like just looking at it objectively, I would say that like
Use the word friend lightly.
as far as like having two separate timelines, it does feel somehow linear.
He took
It's my one complaint with the game, actually, is that like you said, it doesn't seem forced, but it's definitely very linear. Like it's not really like at a certain point you do have to go over to the other timeline because you can't progress the one that you're in.
Yeah, like it bothered me the first time, but looking at it this time, like I like it from the standpoint of like you don't want to finish one whole timeline, be level 60, and then jump to the beginning of the other timeline and just like breeze through it and like, you know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree with for sure. Like I feel like this is the only way they could have done something like that. So like from the like a game design standpoint, I absolutely understand.
There were
Yeah,
fewer than we
like
expected.
it's weird because it's like a time travel game without the time. Like there is time travel obviously, but like you're saying, like I get why it feels linear because it's like you reach a block point, and it's like okay, jump to their timeline. You reach a block point, jump to their timeline. Like you don't have that like feeling like, oh, I could go between them fluently like as much as I want.
Sylvan.
But
Well, and I will say too, because I make the joke a lot about because our original choice was going with Rosh and being part of the army and making that our primary timeline. So I always make the joke of like, oh, we're not in the real timeline, so it doesn't matter.
yeah,
But at the same time, like the more time we spend in Heiss's timeline, the more
long as possible.
real that seems as well.
Just before anyone grew suspicious, that gave Selvan enough time
Yeah.
to minimize the
so
casualties.
they're saying that he's just
And
reiterating that Queen
Queen
Proteo
Proteo
was.
surrendered and executed.
Oh, they actually
just the other
executed her
day.
that fast. Okay, so she's
Oh my
dead.
goodness,
Okay.
that escalated quickly. Holy crap!
Deserved it, but nobody deserves to get stabbed in the back by
But they're
those they
saying that
trust the
Hugo made a
most.
deal with those two to
Then
get
there's
rid of
that
her pretty much.
bastard Hugo, using the war to...
Wow.
That's all kinds of messed up.
Yeah, Dito, the story is super complex actually even not even like I keep saying for a DS game, but even for a regular game, like they go in so much depth, like it's a
Yeah.
good story.
It really is. Like I really.
Is not something
Any
we can
tragic
forgive.
stuff in the story? Nothing at all. No one dies, nothing happens. But there's a lot
Their
of
base of
political stuff
operations
they
to
talk
Granorg.
about, like it's really in depth. Like it's good.
They hope to bring out a full-scale enlightenment to the
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that because it has been so engaging. Like I feel far more absorbed into the story of this world than most really than a lot of other games I've played for sure.
Yeah, even non like I keep like I said I keep saying it's like a DS game,
How
but
many
like
soldiers will be sent
the
to
way they
Cygnus?
develop the characters, the story, and how like make you feel like involved with them. Like I
According
don't
to
know
Vanos's
many
report, about
I don't know
20,000.
many games in general that make you
The
do
major
that really.
skirmish will most likely take place in Scala for its strategic advantage.
Well, and I'm not sure if we mentioned this earlier, or no, we mentioned it earlier in the stream, but not when Dito was here. The first game we played was Chrono Trigger because that was like
No scar.
one of my most favorite games ever, and I played that while Toorima
To our advantage.
kind of came, was more the commentary kind of guy for that,
Sufficient.
and so he picked Radiant Historia when we finished Chrono Trigger, so that to see they kind of almost compare the two, like to see if I would regard this game the same way he does, and so now the joke is that by the end of this, I'm gonna have to write a full report on which game is better.